So breaking news coming out of Ewood Park as Adam Wharton, that's right, midfield sensation of Blackburn Rovers, looks set to complete a move to the Premier League, that's right, as Crystal Palace have put in a bid that's been accepted. In between around 18, 22 million pounds, of course, add-ons included. So yeah, not the most pleasant news to wake up to on a Tuesday, but it's something that we've all been expecting over the past week or so. He is a rare talent to have, and of course he is one of our own. But it's the nature of the beast here for Blackburn Rovers at the moment. We are a selling club. This is the model that we have tried to adopt. Get them in young, develop them, and sell them off for a profit. And a considerable bit of money coming in from Rovers as well. I believe this might be a record receiving offer for Rovers. And Adam Wharton looks set to complete. Now, we don't know. We don't know the full extent of the deal. Of course, there was some murmurs that we rejected a deal last week because we asked for a loan back. I don't know if any of that is included. Now, if you want verification on this and a source, please refer to Twitter and Andy Bays, I believe is where it's all stemmed from. And I believe he's already heading down to London right now to secure that deal, or at least get it done over the line. Now let's not be so quick to criticise this move. I believe Adam Wharton does not really want to be making this move, but for the grand scheme of things, I think it's the right move for everybody. Why? Well, he is a young gun, of course. Adam Wharton, coming through our academy, has had a breakthrough. 18 months, 2 years, and of course, he was always destined to go to the top. Of course, he's made 39 appearances, give or take. Actually, he's probably made more than about 45 appearances in total. He is very young, still only 19. He will be 20 come February, and of course, I believe this will be the first of a couple moves. I think for him, he'll make this move to Crystal Palace, and he'll be here for maybe 2 or 3 seasons, hopefully as an established Premier League player, and then of course we'll get that dream move to a top 6 club, or maybe even a club in Europe. Who knows? Of course, the sky is the limit. But I believe at heart he would have minded staying at Rovers until the end of the season to see where, of course, he could take us, and then maybe other clubs would have come in. But we're not in a position to set or refuse. We do have a bit of a financial situation going on at Blackburn Rovers at the moment with our owners in India. Our funds have been kind of stranglehold, or what's the word? The tight strings have tightened somewhat in our funding at the moment, with some legal matters perhaps for Venky's behind the scenes. So this, of course, will give us some operating funds, of course, to keep us moving in a positive direction, and hopefully some funds to strengthen us as well. There are links for a defender and a striker at the moment. I might elaborate on those on separate videos, but my gut reaction here to this one is, of course, it was coming. It was always coming. Perhaps it's 6 months too soon, and maybe we might have got ourselves a bit more cash if we held on to the summer. But we cannot be bitten by the same bug, of course. This is a good offer. It's acceptable offer in comparison to that of the Scott fella from Bristol City to Bournemouth. It's a good fee, which of course will likely see him progress and hopefully become a regular Premier League player. Crystal Palace are keen not to have that loan back, so of course I would imagine he would be kind of thrust into the deep end, into a midfield of a Crystal Palace side that's got some really good talent. That's right, they've got that Eze fella, they've got Olise as well, some real good English talent to really create a good foundation across the board here. They've been very, very busy as well today, Palace, by bringing in, I think, a right back, and they're also looking at striker perhaps. So they look like they're going to have a very productive last few days for the transfer window. But what are they going to get? They're going to get a very talented, I'd say box-to-box midfielder. He's more of a defensive-minded midfielder. He's only got 3 goals to his name in blue and white shirts. Of course, that's in the league. Yeah, they're all in the league. He's not renowned for his goal scoring exploits. It's his eye for a pass, and what an eye for a pass he has, of course. Something that we will miss, but let's, of course, kind of put a little spin on this for Rovers. Yes, it is one of our own, of course, but this is the model. This is the model that we're going to be doing for here on in until we maybe get back to those promised land of the Premier League. It's going to happen year in, year out. This season, Adam Wharton. Hopefully give us some operating funds for the next, for the current future, and then next season, what's going to happen, whether it's in the summer or if it's in the January transfer next season. We're going to be looking at the likes of Sammy Smodic to be sold, and then, of course, maybe Hayden Carter or vice versa and things like that. We are generating these talents to sell them on, and of course, we're already in a bit of a position with a couple of players that contract is expiring at the end of the season. The Tyree Stolans, the Sam Gallaghers, of course, which at the moment could be leaving for nothing. So we've got to take full, get full exposure for these guys, get as much money as we can, and hopefully that some funds can be reinvested into the team here. Is it the right move for Rovers at the moment? Not really. Of course, Adam Wharton is one of our own, and it's a shame to see him leave. Of course, in when we're in a bit of a pickle ourselves and we're screaming out for depth in the squad. But I believe Jake Garrett is a great replacement. Of course, we've got Buckley as well, who was considered to be one of the greatest prospects to come through the academy as well. So those two guys, hopefully, when fit and available, can compete for that for the missing spot in midfield. But let's give Adam Wharton a bit of credit here. I think leaving with his tail between his legs, but just not kicking up a stink, but doing what's right for the club. Of course, the club will benefit wholeheartedly from this move. Crystal Palace will benefit as well by getting a generational English talent through the doors, which of course will improve their quota of English players in the Premier League. And then hopefully down the line, of course, Adam Wharton will break into that international scene. He's not going to break into the international scene being here in the Championship. He can't even get into the under-21 side for whatever reason. You watch this move now to Crystal Palace, and he will be projected or projectiled into the England under-21 scene. And of course, who knows where he goes from there. But at the moment, yes, it's all fresh, and it's still not done yet. You just don't know. We might get a rival bid in to really kind of turn the tables on him. But at the moment, it looks like Adam Wharton is destined for the Premier League with Crystal Palace, and that, of course, is a heartbreaker. Of course, we've seen it all before. Phil Jones going to Manchester United didn't really pan out for him, really, in the long terms of things. But it always hurts when, of course, one of our academy boys goes. But all in all, good bit of money. Let's take it. Let's reinvest some of it. I know we can't invest all of it, but let's take that plus the David Raya money, and of course, try and strengthen this squad for the long haul. Because the grass is not always greener, and of course, we don't know what's around the corner in regards to Rovers and, of course, the management. So let's try and strengthen the team while we got some cash, and of course, hopefully, to make these things a little bit better. But until then, that's it, guys. Subscribe. Thanks again for watching, of course. We'll keep an eye out for any other transfer news coming at you over at Ewood Park. It's going to be a busy old week in the transfer world at Blackburn Rovers. Hopefully, more ins than outs. But who knows? You just don't know. Until then, we're done.